Beautiful. Here we go. Floors are looking bloody good. Swept them clean and got a few little extra bits off with this. They're looking good. Ready for primer. We dropped into TWS Trade this morning. They had all the gear, which is bloody fantastic. Told me that he's got all the sika floor, self-leveling. This is the ultra stuff, the extra good stuff. There's a few other, they sort of ran out of stock, but they're getting more today. That should almost do it. I think we roughly guesstimated 20 bags, and we've got, what have we got, 17? 17? Yeah. And we grabbed a whole pile of gear from Bunnings, so let's get this sorted. So we're going in, I guess, YOLO. Like, I haven't done this to this extent before. I've just done trenches and stuff like that at work with self-leveling. Normally Ardit, I think it's the one we got, but there's gonna be a bit of knee work. So I just got cheapies. These are Craftlight things with about 10 bucks because these are gonna get messy. I'll probably throw them out. We've got a trowel, an Ardit trowel. It's a Dunlop, so it's a little bit pricey, but I think I'm gonna be doing a fair bit of this sort of stuff. We got that one. Don't know if I need it, but for this sort of area, I figured get that in there if I can get it back in there, and that way I don't have to actually be on my knees for too long. And we've got this one for doing the primer, and then they reckon a second coat with a roller. So I think all that gear without the primer was about 100 bucks. Primer was about 50, and for all the, I think I got it for about 32 bucks a bag for the sika flooring. So it's 1 to 3. It's about 1. Don't know how much I actually need. Start off with that. About a litre. I don't know why I thought that would make it. That's not going to be anywhere near. We'll might put a heap more in. So we've supposedly got to get 2 coats out of this. I think they rather get 2 coats. So one's with the broom, one's with the roller. We'll see how far that goes. Yeah, that's pretty good. So once again, I only bought a cheap broom. This one was like $3 or something from Bunnings. So there's the first coat. We'll start the second. It says to do the second on their YouTube video with a roller. Don't know why, but let's do it the way Sika says. Also, I got the smaller ones, the same as the broom, so that it can fit in the bucket. So that'll fit. If I want a bigger, it might be a little bit better for rolling, but fits in there nice. Oh, that's way easier actually. Wonder why they say to use a broom, because this is a lot easier, a lot easier. It's time, go get some smoko. Let this dry, then we'll start with the flooring, the actual leveling. Let's see how the old Milwaukee goes, eh? Looking pretty good. I think there's still some low spots, so we'll come back tomorrow. I gotta head out, but I've only used like 4 bags, I think. That's a bit under what I thought. So, here we go. Day 2 for the floor. No idea what it's gonna look like. Could be a complete disaster. Here we go, here we go. Oh, not too bad. Still not high enough in quite a few spots. Let's get a light in. Actually, I had to let this run out. I couldn't get to it. Totally forgot to take it down while doing the floor. A bit more light. Yeah. You can see, I don't know if you can see as well, it's got to come up another few mil. Another day of it, but the concept's there. It won't take me long, it'll take me roughly half the day. So I'll figure out what I've got to do, because obviously I've still got to get through the house if I finish early, but I'm really happy with that. A couple more bags. But in the meantime, just got a delivery from Bunnings. Got 3 lots of velux. So these are skylights, which I'll have to frame up and get in. So might start looking at what's involved with these. I think these are just the frames. So basically just got to frame out for these and then throw them up. This one up first. So it's looking pretty easy putting this part in. I think the hardest part's just going to be actually framing it out and sheeting, all that sort of stuff. I'll probably frame it. I don't know if I'm going to do the sheeting and the plastering. Especially for a tight spot like this, you want it to look pretty good. But all we've got to do, as it says on here, is that you've just got to line it up and sit it on the battens. These ones going this way, which is these here. So I've just got to cut a hole to fit it like that, make sure there's a bit of timber up the top and bottom. So say the bottom's down here, I'll just put another batten there, wherever that is, and up the top. I think skylights were a must in here. Look how different that makes it. So I've been smashing these uni lights, either this one or the other one, to try to light up this place. But we should have done this first. That's why I'm trying to get it up now. So that it just brightens up the whole entire house, the whole house. And obviously there's only going to be a couple of walls here, so it's going to light up all down here. We've got 1, 2, that's the kitchen, living, living, and then we've got one in the bathroom. Because as I was pressed for time, I started to do the flooring, and that way I can make a good start tomorrow on that skylight. Day 3 for the floor, but we got it. It's exactly where I want it, looking pretty good. It should be fine for flooring. We can start marking out. We'll have to start chasing. There's not much chasing on this part of the floor, mainly in the kitchen and the bathroom. I think out here where I've actually done the new floors, there's almost nothing. But game time today. It's forecast to be raining the rest of the week, so I'm going to try to smash in one, see how it goes, see if it leaks. That's going to be the big one. I've gone and picked up my Makita belt, tool pouch and belt. We might take some stuff off it. I'm sick of losing my tape measure. I've lost it like 4 times the last couple of days, and it's just taking up too much time. I'm gonna wear the belt. Yeah, let's make a start. Same thing this side. Beautiful. There we go. She's all set up. It is an absolute solid setup. The dewalt stand. I went this one over the Makita one, sorry Makita, because the amount of people that said this was pretty much the one to go for. It's the most solid. Most people have never had a problem with it, whereas the Makita one, it's just a little bit too flimsy. And especially when we're running the 300 drop saw, the 300 mitre saw, this thing weighs, I think, about 30 kilos, I think. And I just wanted something extremely durable that will suit that setup. So far, looks absolutely perfect. But, check out this. Let's get this in the light. I don't know what it is about a track saw, but they just look fantastic. I love everything about them. I've actually never used them. So that might be a strange thing, but I've always wanted one. The amount of times I could have used it in the past with all the other work I did, making furniture, making tables, making all sorts of stuff. I really could have utilised this. So I'm really excited, really excited. Just going through setting this up, I've never used one before, so I didn't actually realise, I started cutting the plastic there, that you go through and the first time you cut, you actually cut through that. So let's take my track saw virginity. So the vac seems to be working pretty good. There's really not much to clean up. You're probably wondering why I'm wasting so much time making battens when I can just buy them. Nowhere had them, at least not with the 25s. They got 38mm. I didn't want the 38, and this was fairly cheap, so I figured I'd get this out, get the saw out, give it a go. Yeah, she'll work. All right, we're ready to go. This is all hooked up. Turn that on, that comes on, hooked up at the back. Measure this, we've got to go 800. Oh, hold on. Almost forgot. Hopefully the batteries haven't gone flat. Beautiful. Yeah, you just got to push it all the way down. Just wasn't doing it enough. All right, there we go. So you push it up against there, up to the blade, zero this out. How do you zero it? There we go. All right, so from there, so we want 800. Can I go millimeters? All right, there we go, millimeters, that's what we're after. So that's pretty good. All right, so we'll go there. So that's 0, 0, nice and easy. So you can see the mark here. So it should be pretty close, which it looks pretty good. You can see the shadow line, which is great. Never had that on my old one. So if we go 800, looks pretty damn good. So I should have gone with my mark. Jeez, okay. What did we do wrong there? Hold these two. And clicking the, there we go, cal. So we've got to zero it out. So we'll make a tiny cut. So that's good. We click that. 6 foot, we'll change it to meters. All right, so that goes from foot to meters. It's bang on. So we'll roll this through. You can see that that's moving up the top there in the corner. It's taking the measurement. So we need the light. So we'll come down and we'll put that shadow line right on. All right, let's give this another go. So I lost the footage from that last cut, but it came up a little bit short. So what I found was it wasn't taking into consideration the width of the blade. So I looked in the instructions and we figured out if you hold down the blade, comes up there, you put in your thickness. So mine's 2.15 but 2.1, and after that it was working quite well. So we'll get this one up there. So get rid of these buttons. Here she comes. She's starting to rain. It's in though, so let's cover it up. She's a little short because I went a little bit higher at the top. It's dark in here again. I did find a second tarp, threw it up, and it seems like the rain is now subsiding. So, the laser, just straight as. Happy with that.